Well, welcome back, TubeUbers, to my YallTube channel with another update on the Edge of Town layout rejuvenation. Again, this is not so much an update on the layout itself, like the groundwork, even though there is a little bit of progress, but another kind of structure update, as well as a running of an old train set of ours. So, well, let's get started. First of all, when I built this layout back in the early 2000s, I mentioned that I had put a K-line L-shaped ranch house on here, and that's what I was taking to train meets. There it is. Found it, pulled it out. Okay, you hear those? Alright, we are not far from the Nellis Air Force Base end of runway, and the planes fly like right over the house. You get used to that after 30 years, whatever. So, okay, this is the K-line L-shaped ranch house. The K-line used the same tooling as Marx did. Maury D. Klein bought much of the old tooling or molds from the Marxville line of structures, and this is one of those that he redid in different colors than Marx, as well as, let's see, the fence. Those are from the old Marx molds as well. And so this is what was on the layout when I was taking it to train meets. And it got stuck in a box, and that was it. All right, it's a nice house, and quite frankly, I like the colors on this much better than I did the original Marx colors. I mean, it had a yellow roof. Come on, who's got yellow roofs? K-Line was good in changing the colors to a little bit more realistic setting. Okay. Colors. Now, you saw the Bachman log cabin. When I refurbished this thing and started just running a little bit of everything, the cabin would go on again, off again, and it's nice. Like I said in a previous video, it fits quite well on that location, in that location. But this is not precisely what I want to do with the layout in this current version that I'm working on. Here's what I want to do. The Woodland Scenics built up and ready rustic cabin. Beautifully done. Excellent detail all over. It's just, I've seen pictures of the Woodland Scenics buildings, and they are awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have room for them on this layout. I would have loved to put their small station on here. It's just too big, because it has a station, passenger shelter, and everything sits on a base, and with all of that going on, it's just too big for this space. If they offered the ready-built station all by itself, no passenger shelter, no base or platform, it would work on here. Alright, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is the look I'm going after for this area of the layout, what I used to call the green. That's one small update. Another small update is I found the backdrops. The cityscape backdrops, and they were stuck on a shelf somewhere in the very back of the cave here. Found them, put them up for now. Of course, I'll take them down again. You know how that goes. And this is why I kind of called this the Edge of Town layout. In the back is city. Toward the actual layout itself is sort of the edge of the city. You're kind of where the suburbs or the outlying areas meet the town. Okay, so I started calling it the edge of town layout for that reason. Alrighty, fine and dandy. Next thing, I did a little bit more work on passenger shelter, but I'm kind of disappointed at my own efforts. I took Krylon, it was supposed to be a flat green, alright? And I don't know if I didn't shake the can enough or what. The temperature, I did it outside, the temperature should have been fine. It was in the upper 50s, sunny. But the paint came out thick and glossy. Well, it's not really a game changer. We'll keep it. The color is there. It's green. Perhaps a tad bit hard to see. Yeah, the camera just won't focus that close. All right, and that's fine. That freight platform is meant to be kind of run down, not dilapidated, not a piece of junk, but a building that could use a little maintenance. That's the end game for that piece right there. So after I do more weathering, more painting, I'm going to spray the whole thing with a matte finish. It should look okay for what it is. All right. Now, maybe you'll see it is a little light. That's because I took very fine sandpaper and sanded it down, and that's okay. It's supposed to be a weathered, kind of rough looking structure. That's the plan. All right, what else? All right. I mentioned the last time how when this was originally built, that instead of this Mike's train house gate tower, I had this Marx signal tower. All right. And this was in the first version of this layout where everything was pretty much tin plate. Look at that. Remember I said I'm a klutz and I kept bumping into that? Now you can see why. I love it. I love the lithography. I love Marx, and that's not going to change. But I just want this layout to have a different look. That's all. So, and I can do that. It's my layout. Yeah. Boo boo. Alright, straighten these things out. Just got these in today. Soft rubber, soft plastic caddies, convertibles from Auburn. And I do have some Auburn vehicles in here. They're in a box, buried, like, buried treasure. So these I had ordered, and they came in just like a few minutes ago, quite literally. And they look good on our train layouts. Auburn made a variety of sizes, and there's a whole bunch of their vehicles that look just fine on O-gauge layouts. Those are among them. Now, what did I do for the layout itself? Well, alright. There you go. 2 pieces of 2-inch styrofoam. I haven't glued them together yet. I'm just kind of holding them together. These are going to be glued back here in the corner. Alright. That's going to be fun. Of course, obviously, the backdrops have to come off. And I hope I measured everything well enough such that such that they'll fit for right now. Alright, so those will be carved up into a hill, scenic, and trees and stuff. So I did do a little bit for the layout itself. Progress is slow, to be sure. I've been working out in the cave here. I got a lot of junk, and a lot of it is just empty boxes. I became an empty box collector. Stupid. I'm hoarding them. Why? It's taken the last 2 or 3 weeks. We have our local garbage service also has curbside recycling. For the last 2 or 3 weeks, I have filled up the recycle bin with cardboard boxes that I've been getting rid of. So, and there's more. There's just more that has to be gotten rid of. So that's part of what I'm doing, cleaning things out, finding things that thought I lost, and things like that. So I pulled out of the mess that, or the not, it's not really a mess, but from the stack of train sets underneath the big table behind me, I pulled out this Lionel Iron Horse freight set. This was the very first 3-rail O-gauge train set I ever bought. This was back in 91, or was it 92? In any case, the set itself was made in 1989. I used the track once or twice for an under the Christmas tree setup, and I used the set itself several more times on other layouts, and then I put it away. It's a nice set for what it is. It's a, I guess you would call it, I'm sorry, I'm trying to move the box and film. Okay, it's a nice set for what it is. It's a starter or entry level set. And let's roll this puppy along here. All right. I know the engine's been used a bunch. There's little nicks and scratches. The bell broke off. Have no clue where the bell is anymore. It has smoke and chug chug sound. No whistle, no bell. Let me show you. Like I said, from 1989, a starter set. Wabash. Let's do this all in one take. 442 engine. Wabash tender. Wabash boxcar. Wabash gondola with 2 canisters, and Wabash caboose. Okay, let me tighten up the okay. In case you haven't guessed, I still haven't screwed the track down. I've got too many other things to do on the layout before I do that. Alright, so let me show you this. The chug chug sound comes from this drum located underneath the tender. It's full of some beads. As it rolls along the center rail, it turns. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Never mind. Anyway, so it rolls along the center rail and gives it chug chug sound. A very extremely basic type of sound unit. And I'm okay with that because I know that it's a starter set. I know that, so I'm okay with that. It does have smoke. I don't know if I said that before, but it does have smoke. So let's watch this thing go through its paces. Let's watch this thing go through its paces. Come on. Alrighty, there we go. Woohoo! Well, that took off like a... When I took it out of the box this morning, cleaned the wheels, oiled the wheels, everything, because it really hasn't had a lot of running. cleaning and oiling, and that was it. I did not test it on the siding yet. Alrighty. I think we'll call it a wrap. You got a chance to see it run. And there you have it. Well, that's it for today's running session and edge of town layout update. Like I said, not a whole lot, but there's, progress nevertheless. Progress. That's all that counts. Something is getting done. I may even have this finished by next year. Whatever. So, okay. Thank you for watching. Hit like, subscribe to my channel. And until next time, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, ciao, tschüss. Bye, y'all.